What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. I've been back to my house where my daughter has been using our living room as a staging area for her apartment, and she was like, "Oh, I need a U-Haul truck. Oh, I got so much stuff and everything else." Dad's got it all in his truck. When I get there, she's gonna be like, I got everything except your dog that's at the house, Leroy." So anyway, enough with my problems stuff. I've been on the road since 12:30 and stuff, and now I gotta fight DC traffic to get here. But be that as it may, this game against Cincinnati, I've gone through and I've said, this is playoffs. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. Are you kidding me? Playoffs? Yeah, this is playoffs for the Cowboys. Whether you think that it is or not, it is. Every week they must, it's single elimination. They got to win, and then they can keep their hopes alive. They can win, keep their hopes alive. This is playoffs. But more importantly, this game against Cincinnati, and it's crazy to say that a 4-7 team is the big test, but this is a big test for whether or not you decide to keep your coaching staff or you decide to go ahead and get rid of them. So here's the thing with the defense, and as I've looked at the numbers, the Cowboys are still 28th in scoring defense. When you look on the outside and say, that's pretty bad, that's really bad that we're 28th in scoring defense. So you look at that and say, how can you justify keeping the coaching staff? Well, that's totality. To think that they were 32nd, 31, now down to 28, that's actually an improvement as we've gone through with the multitude of injuries. Now, here's where it gets to be interesting, because you're going against Joe Burrow, whose offense is 5th in scoring offense, and I want to say number 1 in touchdown passes. If your defense can show up and play pretty well against that offense, that lets you know that, okay, my defense is definitely a lot better. I can't look at the Giants on Thanksgiving and say that's a real test for the defense. Make no mistake about it. Let's be clear here, okay? We got a 27-21 or 27-20 victory over the Giants. Sorry, Giants. Sorry, Cop Pizzle. That don't mean shit. I'm sorry. That doesn't mean jack. Okay? Even though your defense did get a defensive touchdown by Overshown. I need this defense to show me something against an elite offense with some great players. If they can do something against them, then okay, then you can start saying, okay, maybe Mike Zimmer and crew do deserve to come back, having gone through implementing a new system, going through all of the injuries that they've had, and then finally to start getting themselves together. For the offense, the Cincinnati Bengals offense is terrible. Defense is terrible. They've lost one of their starting linebackers for this week. And you look at this and say, okay, we got Cooper Rush as our starting quarterback and things. I need to at least see that the offense is efficient, that we can go through and score, 24, 28 points or something like that against this defense. If you can't score those points against this defense, then, it says a lot about where you are as an offense. Although, you are missing so many pieces. And, you got CeeDee Lamb that's injured. But a victory here keeps your hopes alive. Keeps a good feeling for the players. And keep in mind, when you say, we should be tanking, we're stupid. Yeah, that sounds great for you who's outside of the building. But for those players, They don't want that loser. And they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose. They want to go out there and get a victory and keep playoff hopes alive. They got 5 games left. 5 games left to take the loser label off of themselves. 5 weeks left to try and salvage and have a winning season. If they can win 4 of the next 5 games, they at least won't have a losing record. And for those guys, I can guarantee you that's important. You can't discount Micah Parsons, who's got 6.5 sacks. You know he's looking to make sure he gets at least 3.5 because he wants to have that double-digit sacks his first 4 years to start a season. You know he's all in to go ahead and do that. Even if the team can't go anywhere, to turn around and say, yeah, I've had double-digit sacks every year to start my career. There's not a lot of people that can say that 4 years in. And even better for him is, if it's not just 3.5, if it's 5.5, then he can say, I've had a dozen or more sacks to start my career every year. And I believe if he gets 6.5 sacks, he passes Randy White on the all-time Dallas Cowboys sack lead. And so, yeah, you know he's looking to play his ass off. And then you have other guys that are out there that are looking to say, I'm trying to stake my claim to be a starter next year and to be brought back on this team or elsewhere. So a guy like Brock Hoffman, he's looking to do as much damage as possible. So that's what you have to look at there. Anyway, I'm on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. That's right. Hopefully, it's only 21 minutes. Okay, so it's not too far and not too much traffic then. Hopefully I can get this stuff done and get back home. So I can do my live stream at 9 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock now. So that means I got 4 hours to get this stuff there, unloaded, and then, of course, I got to put together the bar stools. I got to get the TV hung on the wall. I got to put together a father's work is never done. Okay. All right, good people. I'll see you soon. Peace out.